But one good thing about this is we don't have to start over this time.
Are you sure you want to restart?
No! For once, I remembered to take the necessary precautions. Now, I admit this isn't the ideal spot, since it puts us all the way back here, but man... I'm just setting myself up for this, aren't I? I don't think I'm gonna make it this time. I need to be smarter with the save slots.
We're glad you could play Space Quest 4. As usual, you've been a real pet load.
Well, sorry, but it looks like this is going to be a short episode today. Okay, fine. Let's run now, because he's gonna show up every time. I've bitten that shiny metal behind enough already. Why is he coming from that side? Go away. Okay, now save. Just overwrite it. Let's guarantee that'll never happen again. Okay, let's get back to our roots. As we learned at the bank, the optimal way to explore is to somehow French kiss everything while still hiding beneath the overhang.
There's nothing like fresh air and sunshine to make a sidewalk taste great. It tastes like a cement milkshake, only crunchy.
It's good to hear the flavors are pleasant in this area.
It tastes like ship.
Well...
Ugh. Yeah, that was a bitter section. I don't think I want to lick the road around here anymore.
Oh no! Sounds like that was below expectations. That's not an experience you want lingering in your mouth. Let's hurry and find another region with a more palatable pavement. Oh yes, the tank. Come to think of it, this might be worth a second look. Its contribution seemed like it would be helpful at the time, but so far it's only caused more harm than benefit. Can't do it now though, too risky. Need to get out of his path first. Gotta watch out though, there might be a crevasse over here too. I'm being pursued. I'm trapped! I believe in Christmas miracles. I guess our vantage point really is how the hiding spots are determined. Would have been less stressful though, had I known ahead of time that there wasn't another drop-off over here.
You are at the left edge of this area. More debris chokes off the west.
So there's definitely nothing in that little alcove, okay?
One thing this society can say is that no citizen lives on the streets. In fact, nothing seems to live anywhere. This place is definitely DOA.
Anyway, crisis averted. So that means we're clear to look in here again. Oh, come on! It's like they know I'm on the right track, so now they're out to stop me. Okay, this is what I was going to say. The unstable ordnance has only brought us trouble, so maybe we should just put it back where we found it. Besides, the game has kinda indicated it's a bad idea to carry it around anyway. Actually though, Roger's probably not the only one susceptible to its blast, right? Let's just blow up the robot. It would be like giving a water can to an ORAD.
It would serve no purpose.
It's a war! It would serve every purpose! Yeah, if he's not gonna use it for what it's obviously used for, then he's just never gonna use it. There's just never gonna be a free moment, is there?
Nothing happens.
Useless. Let's just go for it. Moving on here.
A very wise choice. Carefully placing the unstable ordnance back inside the tank, you decide some things are better left alone.
Well, okay. It was good for giving us a truckload of points. And we even got to double dip. What are we at now? Oh no, looks like that sound also takes off points. Cut our score in half even. So the net gain from it is 5 points, I think? Hardly worth that whole fiasco. That's demoralizing. Maybe I should stop obsessing over the score then. Oh yeah, poor Roger's been standing there this whole time, still with that rotten aftertaste of the Southwestern Road. Sorry about that.
Okay, you scrape some taste buds off onto the street.
Whatever it takes to get rid of it. I was looking for an actual positive flavor, though. Let's try here.
It's not as big a taste sensation as other parts of the city.
Well, neutral is better than bad, I guess. I think we've explored just about everywhere within the confines of the rubble, so it's probably time to try hopping into that grate again. Oh yeah, gonna have to catch the bunny again. But it seems like the place we should really be gunning for would be high above ground, rather than below it. You thinking what I'm thinking? But let's not get distracted here.
The taste of the street brings to mind all those wonderful times as a child that the local bully ground your face into the asphalt.
Nostalgia. Finally found something that hit the spot. Now I'm truly ready to move on from this area. As I was saying, it seems like our goal would be to get into that bulging mound that's now taking up the whole screen.
You are at the northern boundary of a clearing in the midst of a battle-scarred city. An ominous-looking building is the only thing in sight which might contain life. The large structure in the background captures your curiosity.
And it looks like the entrance is this lit-up portion right here.
There seems to be some light pouring through a row of 3 openings high up in the face of the distant structure.
Well, if we ever find a way up there, I'm sure we'd have important stuff to do there.
Nobody can reach that building from here with their tongue unless they're in a Leisure Suit Larry game.
Or, according to the floppy version, a member of KISS. Let's look around some more.
In the distance, the skeletal remains of once proud structures jut weakly into the chemical-laden atmosphere.
But what about my fresh air and sunshine?
Creases from tank treads, craters from incoming ordnance, and gouges from fallen debris are the only deviations in an otherwise smooth surface.
At what point do such exceptions pile up so that they are no longer the exception?
The clearing ends here. Jagged chunks of debris clog the north.
It doesn't look so bad. I bet I could eat my way through here.
It doesn't taste half bad, considering what it smells like.
Again, I don't always know what things smell like before I sample them. Sometimes I forget to breathe.
It smells like the remains of a flourishing civilization blasted to smithereens by an evil entity of immense power.
I think other aromas are interfering with the experience.
It smells like trouble. What's going on in there? The ruined buildings smell of death and destruction.
Alright, whether or not we can ever get into the round mound of background, this clearly isn't the way to do it. Now let's go pick up that bunny again before I forget. No hiding spots here. Okay, guess we're going this way. Oh, that's crap, Roger. You knew what I meant. And it's gone. Whatever, he'll come back, he's stupid. This should be a good enough spot to conceal my intentions, right? Let's see. I don't understand why this works. There's no lure inside the lasso, and he has plenty of space to wander around. But there he is. What is wrong with him?
That was without a doubt one of the finest examples of bunny snatching I've ever seen. The stress placed on the rope during the bunny snatching was too much. You cast the useless fibers aside.
Okay, Hopefully we're in the clear this time. Unless the bunny has a self-destruct protocol too. Ugh. Aha, we arrive in one piece this time. Unfortunately though, that fall still means it was a one-way trip.
You notice the shadow cast on the wall by the inaccessible grate above.
So we're gonna have to be happy with where we are, whether we're happy with it or not. Might as well lock in our progress. I hope it's progress. Ugh, I hate having to see that. Okay, no use looking back. Where did we end up?
You've reached the sewer maintenance office. Apparently this office has been long abandoned. Your janitorial instincts urge you to sweep up and do a little dusting, but you suppress those urges and concentrate on the task at hand.
Makes sense that's where the grate would lead, and from the look of it.
A variety of pipes, coolant, and otherwise pass in, through, and around the room.
What's strange though is how empty the place is, like someone packed up in a hurry. And it also doesn't explain what this is.
The strange little pedestal has wires running between it and the wall.
Yeah, I noticed that.
This heavy gauge wire disappears into the wall.
So should I try to get this working, whatever it is? Or should I be harvesting it for parts?
They won't come loose. Nothing you can do to it here will be of benefit.
Well, that settles that. So about the only other feature in this room is the conspicuously plain desk. Doesn't even have a chair.
The desk is not exactly executive caliber.
It's as if these were the last two things that didn't fit in the moving van.
It's an empty jar with a lid, neither of which does anything entertaining. It's just an average, old-fashioned desk blotter.
Okay, well, I've said something like this before, but I'd much rather get scraps, rejects, and hand-me-downs than to get nothing at all.
You take the jar into custody.
Now I hope I don't have to find an octopus just to get it open.
Ah, a button. Perhaps I'll give it a press.
Data entry 22795. This message is to whomever may be so fortunate as to find it. I am Professor Lloyd, lead designer of the Xenon supercomputer project, the ultimate in artificial intelligence. The computer was designed to enhance our lives, but instead ended up being the ruin of us all. We made the mistake of tying it into the most important facets of our existence here on Xenon, including our weather control and defense systems. It seemed like a sound idea at the time, and all proceeded well for about 3 years. It was around then that a deep space salvage operation recovered what appeared to be some sort of antiquated data storage unit contained in a flimsy cardboard box, on which the words Leisure Suit Larry were imprinted. On its back was the picture of a not particularly wholesome gentleman, but that's another story. My counterparts exhibited shameful behavior as they tore open the box to get at its contents. I could not understand the commotion it generated. The data was uploaded into the supercomputer for analysis. As a result, a crippling virus spread through the machine like a bad social disease. All control of the computer was lost. All screens went blank. Then these words were displayed by the monitors and uttered by the vocal outputs. Wilco must pay. From that day forth, the possessed computer waged war on the inhabitants of Xenon, using our own weapons against us. Some managed to escape to other planets. Those of us who remained stayed to fight the machines and robots under its control. It was a bloody war. Those of us that were not killed were taken captive and modified. These cyborgs infiltrated the loyal ranks of resistance, rooting out almost all of our hiding places and exposing us to the mechanical menace. Some of these poor souls still wander the streets. As of this recording, we are down to only a handful of rebels. My health is deteriorating rapidly. To make matters worse, I've just learned that the computer has unraveled the mysteries of time travel. I've sent my 2 best men to attempt to steal this new technology. If you are not a machine, then perhaps they were successful. Please realize, you are Xenon's last hope.
And that's why you always leave a note. So, now we know what happened here. Basically the ultimate hard lesson about single points of failure. Or, I guess it will happen in our future? So my understanding of all this is that their solution was to send someone from their time into the past, but not to prevent it, they just wanted to bring someone else forward back into their time after the fact, because I totally know how to deal with this situation better than any of them could? I don't know, still so many questions. Well, to get this off our minds, here's something from behind the scenes. You might find it interesting that the developers actually did create a portrait for Professor Lloyd, but for some reason they just never implemented it into the game. I can has speaky face now? Okay, I can't really do the voice, but this would make a good homework problem. Hey, cut it out, get out of here. Anyway, your homework problem for today is to make your own Lloyd impression and leave it in the comments. Wait, no. Just tell us who voiced him in the game. Moving on. I think it's time to move on. Doesn't look like there's much else here.
Nothing happens.
Yep. What do you think? Is it safe?
There's an open hatch set into a cylindrical structure here. You recognize it as the entrance to the sewer system.
Wait, have I worked here before?
You peer into the darker area beyond the hatch frame and see nothing particularly revolting.
But that doesn't tell me anything. Let's try another sense. That one never gives me information when I most need it.
It smells mysterious. You have the urge to play Name That Gas.
That sounds fun. Might be good extra credit for your homework. Wait. Oh no!
Oh no! The door has shut and there's no way back. What are you going to do now?
I forgot. There was something else in that room I wanted to show you guys, but now we can't go back in there. I don't want to load all the way back before Professor Lloyd's speech just for that, though. But I promise, we will return to that room at some point before this video series is over. I have to say, this is poor engineering right here.
This hatch opens from the other side only.
That had to have been a problem during Xenon's heyday as well. There probably isn't a way we can pry it back open, but let's see. There's nothing here. That's a weird effect on the laptop there. Oh yeah, we haven't actually looked at a couple of these things yet.
You have an empty jar.
So what is that, a tiny jetpack? Good thing I didn't know how to use it.
You extract the portable power pellet from the back of the bunny's polyplastoid torso.
Oh, of course. The reason it's still going. Was.
A battery.
But without it, what use could it possibly be?
A darn cute bunny.
Oh, but I think we found our Rod A.
You plug the mobile power cylinder into the laptop.
Sweet. Now we can see what's on it.
You liberate the battery from the Pocket Pal.
No! Why did you do that?
You plug the mobile power cylinder into the laptop.
Well, how do I get it to work then?
Your Pocket Pal now has power. Now all you need is a place to use it.
I have to dock it somewhere? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the future, according to the past. Okay, let's go explore the sewer. I guess I'll save it first, in case something goes wrong. Okay, now let's go. This way, because who knows? This will be easy to get lost. All the tunnels look the same. Whatever, it's a sewer. What do you expect? What the heck? Let go! Thought I was a dead man. I should have been a dead man. Was it waiting on me? Oh well, it doesn't matter. It's long gone now. Oh, that's not fair.
As the green slime dissolves the flesh from your bones, you think, hey, this stuff consumes 47 times its weight in acid.
So it sounds like it saved my brain for last. That's considerate.